Yes. Good evening, USA, International, Canada, Long Island, aka Strong Island, plus the five spots of Brooklyn, Bronx, Manhattan, Staten Island, and Queens. This is your man G Money Stacks, aka the Gregonator, YouTuber, host with the most, misunderstood lonely nomad, and unstoppable independent podcaster, and of course, rookie podcaster of Laurelton, Queens, New York. And you're rocking and hanging with the 215th episode of Off the Meat Rat Chainz New York podcast. Live and direct from StreamYard alongside with YouTube. And aside myself, it's the Instagram live feed. So make sure you turn on your notifications so you can know when I'm going to be on Instagram live, especially with the upcoming episodes and when they're going to be dropping. So all right, so without further ado, we're gonna get into a little thing that I like to call hold on. I like to get into a little thing that I like to actually address is this. If you are new to the channel and you are a new watcher, new listener, and you missed any previous episodes whatsoever, welcome to the show, by the way. And for the most part, go ahead and grab that subscribe button on the YouTube channel page of G Money Stacks 555. That's where you see all the New York episodes already uploaded and posted to the YouTube channel page, and tap the noti bell so you can be reminded when the show goes in the air via live stream along with the time of the recording. As a reminder, leave a like and a comment along with the episodes and the topics that's going to be discussed. And of course, stay tuned for more video content, upcoming episodes, and previous episodes. And tell a friend to another friend, and I will handle the rest of this of where you can listen to the episodes and stuff. And also be sure to listen, stream, watch, share the episodes, share the videos. And of course, spread the word whatsoever. So listen. You can also make a charitable donation to my Cash App, which is G Money Stacks 555. That's $ capital G, lowercase MONEY, capital S, lowercase TACKZ 555. And it's not about being from a rich family and having a lot of money. It's all about doing the best you can on whatever amount of money you choose and desire will be appreciated. And also, you can leave a 5-star rating on Podchaser, Podfriend, Apple Podcasts, and of course, Spotify as well. 5-star rating will be appreciated. All right, so all right, let's get started with a little thing that I like to call mental health check-in. All right. Yes, so as far as how I'm feeling mentally, physically, and spiritually, you ask, and of course, I want to know from you, man, like how are you feeling mentally, physically, and spiritually as far as your mental health? And of course, this segment is not just about myself, it's all about it's all about, the people. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, so let me address some things actually. I'm a little conflicted on some I'm a little conflicted on some things. One of the podcasters who shall remain nameless, who has an MCU podcast or whatever, basically said that I wasn't authentic enough. Well, listen, you just met me, okay? You just met me. So to say that I'm not authentic enough as far as mental health, yeah, I get the part that you can't help everybody. I get that part though, man. And to say that I'm not authentic enough as far as like mental health and all that other stuff, just because I use the word what destigmatize, like let me clarify what I'm trying to say here, man. We need to get rid of this. We need to get rid of of the taboo of how mental health is not worth being talked about. Look at how many times look at how many times we hear about people committing suicide, right? You even and just a little bit early and just a little earlier as I was scrolling on Instagram, the timeline was flooded about Twitch, who basically passed away from what TMZ is talking about, which I will break that down in a future episode. I'll break that down in a future episode. I may not have time to do it today, but so he basically passed away, um, from what I was reading. But I want to actually, it's crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy to hear that so many people in this world are taking their own life. And I remember episodes ago when we did the whole mental health month of May, and we did talk about suicide, and actually there's actually some warning signs in regards to a person who have suicidal thoughts. um and it's it's very, 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 very painful and stressful to hear, you know what I'm saying? So it's just crazy though, man. But as I said, I'm gonna break that down actually in a future episode regarding Twitch. Um and probably in a future episode, like maybe 218. So we'll see. And as for myself, I am feeling a little broken right now. Yesterday I found out that a college friend of mine that I went to LaGuardia Community College with, had passed away. And it's very, very, very hard to get through the dark hard times, you know what I'm saying? And and I don't think I don't think any amount of money in the whole world is gonna actually cover the wounds of pain and hurt that's gonna really do. I don't think that's gonna really it's not gonna help, man. The only thing that'll help is that time heals all wounds. It may relieve you from the pain and hurt, but it won't get rid of the emotional scars. Now, emotional scars is not always a bad thing, folks. For those of you who may have some friends of yours, loved ones, relatives, or whatever who passed away, whether it's a brain aneurysm, whether it's aortic aneurysm, or whatever health related problems it is, I'm pretty sure you can really, really, really empathize. And I'm not saying sympathize, but empathize with those individuals. How about check on one another and see how they're doing? Even if they don't feel like talking about certain things, it doesn't matter, because I know for a fact, in my experience, especially with me struggling with anxiety, especially with the fact that I had no idea how I was going to get through this, as far as trying to figure out ways to maybe be around people, you know what I'm saying? And of course, with this whole flu season upon us, um we got January and February that's coming up, so it's gonna be a long time. It's gonna be a long time getting out of flu season. And of course, for me, with me struggling with anxiety, it's been a struggle for me. it's been a struggle for me, and I don't think anybody understands what it feels like to be isolated for a very long time from loved ones and people that you care about as far as friends. I mean, sure, I may not be able to help everybody physically, but I'm able to, help everyone as far as like, my voice behind a microphone podcasting. And I may not be from a rich family, but I'm a human being at the same time. I'm not gonna be able to get to everybody as far as like neighborhoods and shit. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, as I was saying before, yes, time does heal all wounds. It may not alleviate the it may not alleviate the emotional scars. And emotional scars are not really bad as always. It's it's basically reminders of it could be reminders of the good times I had with those individuals. You know what I'm saying? And I will never forget the advice that a cousin of mine from Fort Lauderdale actually told me. Um, but you know something, even though the person might be, even though the person might be gone from this planet Earth or whatever, but they are still in your hearts. They're still in your soul. They're still in your mind. You know what I'm saying? The memories are inside. The memories are going to be inside your soul and your heart. The persons, the person or individuals are no longer in pain. You feel what I'm saying? And that's for the people out there, especially those who have loved ones and friends and and all that stuff a passing who have a passing, you know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to dedicate this to them out there, especially the ones that recently just passed, especially what happened with Twitch. So that's my take on this mental health check-in segment. I wanted to actually take the time to actually address certain things, especially what I've been through, especially losing a friend of mine and all that other stuff. So it'll be some hard days to actually get through this, but you know, you know, you know, um, life goes on, you know what I'm saying? So that's just how I look at it though, man. And and like I said before we move on to the next segment, it's that even though those individuals are not here anymore, they're still inside. It's still inside you. Their spirit is inside you, your soul, your mind, and your heart. And that's where I'm gonna put a pin on this right now, man. So, of course, thank you for hearing me out and listening to how I'm feeling. It'll be a while for me to actually put the pieces together of myself as far as losing someone. So there it is, right there. And remember, you're not alone in all this. You have people out there, including your friends, your cousins and relatives, and the people you're in relationships with, married to, or whatever. You got those people that care about you. So you you don't want to shut them out. You know what I'm saying? You also want to be able to have some. Everybody needs someone to lean on. We all need a shoulder to lean on. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not just talking about the song either. That song might be true. The best thing you could do is to take time for yourselves and be able to get through this on an everyday basis. And it's a process, though. So it'll be a process. So everybody, everybody's different. Everybody grieves different. So you know what I'm saying. Um, and that's where I'm gonna put a pin on it right now, man. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty rough right here, man. And let's get to our next segment right here, which is the New York Mass Transit Files. All right. The first topic in transit news has to do with a teenage subway surfer in Brooklyn who basically did something very stupid. All right. Listen to this. A 15-year-old boy was killed in Brooklyn on Thursday morning while allegedly subway surfing, police said. According to NYPD sources, the teenager was riding on atop a Manhattan-bound J train at around 11:23 a.m. in what has become a dangerous trend among New York City youth. The teen fell from the train at the Marcy Avenue station in Williamsburg, which is in Brooklyn, and was pronounced dead at the scene. First responders flooded the area and firefighters turned off power to the track in order to remove the unidentified young man. Train service was suspended for several hours. In September, AM New York Metro published an expose documenting the disturbing phenomena in which youngsters senselessly place their lives at risk in order to thrill seek atop train carriages. The Williamsburg Bridge was included in the piece, the same location where the boy tragically lost his life on December 1st. Don't try this at home, folks. Don't try this. In response, YC Transit President Richard Davey had this to say, in quote, riding on top of subway cars is reckless, dumb, and dangerous, frequently leading to tragedy for the person, family, and friends. We implore parents to speak with their children about what can seem like a game, but obviously is not. Yeah. So that's pretty much that's that. Yeah. This is the stupidest thing I ever heard, man. Really, this is really the stupidest thing I ever heard in my life, though, man. And so yeah, let's get into the next topic. Has to do with the taxi fares. Yes, New York City's Taxi and Limousine Commission unanimously voted Tuesday to raise metered fares by 23%, the first such increase in a decade. Anticipated to go into effect before the end of the year, the price hikes include a 10-cent increase in base fares for yellow and green taxis from $2.50 to $3. A live stream of the TLC meeting shows that unit rates are also rising from 50 cents to 70 cents, while rush hour and overnight fees are going up to $2.50 and $1 respectively. Just in time for the holidays, airport bound trips will also see a price jump. According to Tuesday's vote, a cab to JFK will cost an additional $18 up to $70 from $52. A taxi to LaGuardia, on the other hand, will rack up an additional $5 charge. At Tuesday's meeting, a representative for TLC explained the reasoning behind the airport price increases, noting that drivers are not paid for the long stretches of time they spend waiting in terminal holding lots. So by increasing those fares, we hope to compensate them for that downtime, the representative said. Um, Traditional cabbies are not the only ones impacted by the price hikes, as the increases include a 7% per minute pay raise for Uber and Lyft drivers, while per mile compensation will spike by 24%. The TLC first announced the proposed fare increases in the September, stating that the changes would increase driver revenue by 33% based on 2019 passenger levels. End quote. Raising taxi fare rates and minimum pay for high volume drivers is the right thing to do for our city, TLC Commissioner David Dew said in a statement to the Post Wednesday. This is the first taxi fare increase in 10 years, and these raises will help offset increased operating expenses and the cost of living for TLC licensed drivers. We are confident that today's unanimous commission vote will keep our taxi and FHV fleet sustainable and reach. Um, Wait a minute here. Hang on a minute here. Um, Wait and hold on a minute. Hold on 1 second. Wait a minute here. Wait. Where did I leave off here? Reach. I'm sorry. All right, let me just continue where I left off. I'm sorry. All right. Let's see. Okay, so let's see. Okay, at Tuesday's meeting, a representative for TLC explained the reasoning behind the airport price increases, noting that drivers are not paid for the long stretches of time they spend waiting in terminal holding lots. So by increasing those fares, we hope to compensate them for that downtime. That from downtown, the representative said. Traditional cabbies are not the only ones impacted by the price hikes, as the increases include a per minute pay raise for Uber and Lyft drivers, while per mile compensation will spike by 24%. The TLC first announced the proposed fare increases in September, stating that the changes would increase driver revenue by 33% based on 2019 passenger levels. Raising taxi fare rates and minimum pay for high volume drivers is the right thing to do for our city, TLC Commissioner David Dew said in a statement to the Post Wednesday. This is the first taxi fare increase in 10 years, and these raises will help offset increased operating expenses and the cost of living for TLC licensed drivers. We are confident that today's unanimous commission vote will keep our taxi and FHV fleets sustainable and ready to serve New Yorkers. Speaking to AM New York in the wake of the vote, cab driver Richard Chow applauded the commission's decision. I am driving for 17 years. This is my only second raise in these years, he told the outlet. The increase will be manageable for the public, I believe, but for the drivers, it will help us manage our life and our health. We need to pay for our food and for gasoline and also our children's future and our own retirement. While the New York Taxi Workers Alliance is reportedly pleased with the TLC's decision, the union is still seeking further raises so that drivers can take home $25 per hour. After a year of all drivers having to choose between food and fuel, and a decade of not just stagnation but loss of yellow cab drivers in particular, we're relieved to see the raise be voted on. NYTWA Executive Director um, um, Baravi Desai told AM New York, "We fought hard for it, and driver unity delivered for all drivers across the industry. The work still remains to get driver income to $25 per hour after expenses." The Independent Drivers Guild, which is funded in part by Uber and represents rideshare drivers, also commented on the price hike, citing skyrocketing fuel prices as a major obstacle facing drivers. Gas prices and expenses have soared the last 2 years, and rideshare drivers are struggling to make ends meet, IDG President Brandon Sexton explained to the outlet. This increase to the minimum pay is critical and an important step to protect the 80,000 rideshare drivers who keep our city moving. We want to thank the Taxi and Limousine Commission staff, Commissioner Dew, and the Adams administration for listening to drivers and taking action. The NYTWA and the IDG did not immediately respond to the Post's request for comment. Let's see what's on the next agenda for this segment right here. Let me see. Let's see. Okay. Let's get to all right. So let's get to our next segment, which is chatting all the jazz right here. We recently had a passing in the TV world and movie world and stuff. So let's get into it. That's not it. I'm sorry. Okay. We have a passing So so here's what's happening according to people. Kirstie Alley, the actress who you may know from Cheers and other shows whatsoever. Kirstie Alley had colon cancer, which is the same type of disease that Chadwick Boseman had years ago. Um, yeah, colon cancer prior to her death on Monday at age 71. A rep for Alley tells People. In their statement confirming the news on Monday, Allie's children, True and Lily Parker, said their incredible, fierce, and loving mother had only recently discovered the cancer. They also noted that she had been receiving treatment at Moffitt Cancer Center in Tampa, Florida, prior to her untimely passing. She was surrounded by her closest family and fought with great strength, leaving us with a certainty of her never ending joy of living and whatever adventures lie ahead. As iconic as she was on screen, she was an even more amazing mother and grandmother, they said in their statement. The siblings also shared how their mother's zest and passion for life, her children, grandchildren, and her many animals, not to mention her eternal joy of creating, were unparalleled and leave us inspired to live life to the fullest just as she did. Ali rose to fame in 1987 when she starred as Rebecca Howe on NBC's Cheers. She earned a Golden Globe for Best Actress and an Emmy for Outstanding Lead Actress for her part in the Boston-based series in 1991. I didn't even know that the TV show took place in Boston. Or was it or is it Boston, Massachusetts? I'm not sure. She went on to receive her second Emmy win for her portrayal of Sally Goodson in David's Mother in 1994. The actress also appeared on television shows including Veronica's Closet from 1997 to 2000, Fat Actress 2005, Kirstie 2013 to 2014, and Scream Queens 2015 to 2016, as well as films like Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan 1982, Summer School 1987, Look Who's Talking 1989, It Takes Two, 1985, and Drop Dead Gorgeous, 1999. In 2010, her life was chronicled on the A&E reality TV series Kirstie Alley's Big Life. She also competed on season 12 of Dancing with the Stars in 2011 and season 7 of the recent show The Masked Singer in 2022. Following her death on Monday, Ali's friends and co-stars across Hollywood expressed their sadness and tributes to people and on social media. Her Cheers co-stars Kelsey Grammer, Ted Danson, and Rhea Perlman spoke out in respective statements to people where they remembered their friend for her heart of gold and joy of being. I always believed grief for a public figure is a private matter, but I will say I loved her, said Grammer. Danson wrote in quote, I was on a plane today and did something I rarely do. I watched an old episode of Cheers. It was the episode where Tom Berenger proposes to Kirstie, who keeps saying no, even though she desperately wants to say yes. Kirstie was truly brilliant in it. Her ability to pay no, excuse me, to play a woman on the verge of a nervous breakdown was both moving and hysterically funny. She made me laugh 30 years ago when she shot that scene, and she made me laugh today just as hard. As I got off the plane, I heard that Kirstie had died. I am so sad and grateful for all the times she made me laugh. I send my love to her children, as they well know their mother had a heart of gold. I will miss her. Um, Added Perlman in quote said, Kirstie was a unique and wonderful person and friend. Her joy of being was boundless. We became friends almost instantly when she joined the cast of Cheers. She loved kids, and my kids loved her too. We had sleepovers at her house with treasure hunts that she created. She had massive Halloween and Easter parties and invited the entire crew of the show and their families. She wanted everyone to feel included. She loved her children deeply. I've never met anyone remotely like her. I feel so thankful to have known her. I'm going to miss her very, very much. Um, so yeah. So Jamie Lee Curtis, Tim Allen, John Travolta, Steve Guttenberg, and Taylor Lautner were also among the stars who paid tribute to Alley on social media. So, Sleep in Paradise to Kirstie Alley. All right. Life is too short, man. Life is too short. You feel what I'm saying? Let's see. What else, man? What else can we talk about? Oh, wait. 10th Avenue wheels out Botcher. I forgot to talk about this one too. We had to talk about this one too. I didn't get a chance to cover this, but let me get that out the way. After calling on the Department of Transportation to target his Western Manhattan district for safety improvements, freshman councilman Eric Botcher announced Monday that the city will unveil a street redesign and bike lane on 10th Avenue this week. Botcher said the plan for the 6-lane throughway that runs northbound from Chelsea through Hell's Kitchen will include a protected bike lane and pedestrian safety improvements in an email to constituents. Though 10th Avenue has long been known as a deadly section of infrastructure, of course, it was nicknamed Death Avenue in the late 19th century. Its fatal reputation has come to the fore in recent years. Streets Blog reported that the stretch of 10th Avenue between West 59th Street and West 14th Streets accounted for one cyclist death, three pedestrians, three pedestrian deaths, 96 cyclist injuries, 154 pedestrians injuries, and 231 motorist injuries in just a 2-year period between the beginning of 2020 and end of 2021. Botcher wrote that between 2016 and 2020, there were 143 pedestrian injuries, 68 cyclist injuries, 314 motorist injuries, and 3 pedestrian fatalities on the stretch between 14th Street and 52nd Street. DOT first hinted at a formal plan to put a bike lane on 10th Avenue at the beginning of the month when it presented a plan to create new pedestrian space in the winding stretch of road that now exists where 10th Avenue splits off of the West Side Highway south of the Whitney Museum. That new public walkway connecting the meatpacking district to the waterfront will form the southern entry to the bike lane. This week, the DOT will present its full draft design for street redesign and bike lane at 6:30 p.m. Wednesday at Manhattan Community Board 4's Traffic and Transportation Committee meeting. The presentation will include an opportunity for the community to see the proposal and offer feedback. The news comes as a fulfillment to Botcher's organization efforts. In February, he rallied for safe infrastructure on 10th and 11th Avenues with dozens of local residents, including Debbie Kahn, a founding member of Families for Safe Streets, whose son Seth was killed crossing 9th Avenue in Hell's Kitchen in 2009. and Los Deliveristas Unidos, which represents over 65,000 delivery workers in the city. Botcher also wrote that as the city improves cyclist infrastructure and adds protected bike lanes, it will also have to facilitate a conversation about responsible cycling and the need to enforce rules against reckless behavior. To this end, he cited legislation he introduced calling on the Department of Education to teach safety, no, excuse me, to teach safe cycling in all New York City schools as they are required to by state law. All right. Okay, let's see. Bobby Shmurda is not a fan of Atlanta food. Okay, Bobby Shmurda probably won't be spending too much time in Atlanta in the future if his latest viral clip is anything to go by. In a new social media video, the GS9 rapper voiced his disgust with Jamaican cuisine he was eating and blasted the restaurant it came from. Fuck out of here, ATL, he began his rant. What the fuck is this? I would never come down here. What the fuck is this shit? Is water. They got water in the oxtail and rice and peas. This shit is nasty. Y'all gotta come to New York for some motherfucking rice food because if y'all think this is it, y'all can't keep a nigga with this. Oh man. Wow. Oh wow. Oh man, that's funny. That's the funniest shit I ever heard. He went on to compare the oxtail meal to the food he was served while he spent 6 years behind bars at New York's Rikers Island. That's jail food, bro, he claimed. Where did where did the white shit come from? Y'all trying to be wild extra. I hate wild big chicken. Wow. And he even posted a video in regards to the fucking food in Atlanta. Oh wow. Bobby Shmurda's rant went viral and angered several ATLians as they flooded the comment sections of pages like DJ Academics, which reposted the clip. Nah, we don't get down like that, Rich Homie Quan responded. Niggas gotta get with some real ATLians to show them the city the right way. Um, of course, the Rez Deshaun added to Bobby Schroeder, you should have hit me, Raz man. The Brooklyn native will have plenty of chances to try food from hold on. Yes, to try food from different regions of the country as his Bodman tour treks for the rest of November alongside Roddy Rebel. Upcoming shows include performances in Maryland, Charlotte, Boston, Philadelphia, New York, Detroit, and another trip to Atlanta, which will be sure to let him know about his taste buds. On the music side, Bobby teamed up with Lou Got Cash for the Shmurda Got Cash joint project in October. Lou serves as an opener on the tour with Jay Critch as well. Good luck with that, Bobby. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people may have had bad experiences with, restaurants who serve their food, knowing that it probably was nasty, wasn't cooked, all that other stuff. I'm pretty sure a lot of people had experienced that shit too, man. So I feel Bobby on this one. Yeah. So that's I probably agree with this though, man. What Bobby Shmurda is talking about here. Okay, up next. Up next, we got some terrible news involving a Queens shooting around the Queens Banquet Hall, which is which takes place in Laurelton, which is in Queens. So here's what's happening. Bullets flew at a Queens banquet hall early on Monday morning, leaving two men seriously injured, police reported. Law enforcement sources said the shooting happened at about 5 a.m. on November 14th at the Starz Banquet Hall, located at 231-36 Merrick Boulevard in Laurelton, Queens, New York. The circumstances leading up to the shooting remain unknown and under investigation, police sources said. Why Laurelton, man? Out of all fucking places, man, that you want to fucking cause a ruckus, man? Seriously? Seriously? Like, that's crazy, man. Okay, officers from the 105th precinct, in responding to calls about the gunfire, found a 25-year-old man shot in the right side of his face and a 34-year-old man who took a bullet to his left shoulder. EMS victims rushed the 25-year-old man to Jamaica Hospital. Excuse me. And the 34-year-old man to Mount Sinai South Nassau Hospital. Both victims are expected to make recoveries, police sources said. Well, after sunrise Monday, police were still combining the area and and around the banquet hall looking for shell cases and other evidence. Detectives continue to seek the shooter, who was described only as a man in a green shirt who fled on foot. So far, no arrests have been made in the case. Of course, anyone with information regarding the double shooting can call Crime Stoppers at 800. Hold on. Yes, call Crime Stoppers at 800-577-TIPS. For Spanish, dial 888-57-PISTA. You can also submit tips online at crimestoppers.nypdonline.org or go on Twitter at NYPD Tips. All calls and messages are kept confidential. This is terrible, man. Laurelton, out of all places, I've been living in Laurelton, Queens, New York for a very long time, man, and never in my life I never heard anybody doing any gunshots and shit, man. It's just it's really crazy, man. You know, it's really crazy, and it's not just New York itself, man. It's happening in other states too, which really is mind-boggling to me. Um, yeah. It's really mind-boggling. This is like a mind fuck for me, actually. So I don't know exactly how this is just going to be. Um, this is crazy, man. Um, all right, so let's get into. Unfortunately, Caroline's is closing down. That's terrible. Let me fill you in on what's going on here. Okay, laughter will turn to tears on January 1st at Caroline's on Broadway when the city's premier comedy venue for 4 decades closes its doors for good. Owner Caroline Hirsch told the Post, I did not renew my lease. New Year's Eve will be our last night. She said that although business has rebounded strongly since the slamdemic, the venue's 10-year lease at 750 7th Avenue was due for a rent reset at the end of the year, and my landlord felt they can get a lot more for the space. Damn, that's gotta suck, man. That really, really, really has to suck right here, man. The tower between West 49th and 50th Streets is owned by a Kawati Wealth Fund doing business as Foster Lane Management. New Year's Eve will be our last night, she said. Hirsch broke the closing news to stun staff Tuesday afternoon. This is heart stabbing for me, she told the Post. I love my staff. I love my comedians. I'm on to something new, likely an expansion of the Carolines brand, which includes the New York Comedy Festival she produces at many venues around town. I see this as not the end of Carolines, but a new chapter, continuing to produce world class comedy, Hirsch said. Hirsch launched the original Carolines as a cabaret in Soho in 1981. Jay Leno, an occupational guest performer, first put it on the national radar when he talked about it on David Letterman's show. She moved the club to the struggling South Street Seaport in 1987, where many expected it to flop. But it quickly caught on with locals as well as tourists. The location was home to A&E Network's six-season hit show, Caroline's Comedy Hour. The current venue has been featured in many televised specials on other networks. Hirsch relocated to Times Square in 1992, a pioneering hold on a second. Hold on. Hold on a minute here. Yes. Yes. Hold on a minute here. Hold on a second. Um, Hold on a second here. Continue on. Yes, Hirsch relocated to Times Square in 1992, a pioneering move when the area was still dangerous and the sleaziest place in the world, she recalled. Its ever changing talent roster included Richard Belzer, Jerry Seinfeld, Billy Crystal, Jon Stewart, Joy Behar, Jimmy Fallon, Michael Chi, Robin Williams, Conan O'Brien, Larry David performed Saturday Night Live sketches that never made the air. The place had an anything can happen atmosphere that was part of its charm. It's the hardest place to do comedy, Hirsch recently told Variety. You never know who is sitting in the audience. You have to bring your A game. Finding a new talent, no, finding a new tenant for the mostly underground 300-seat space might not be easy. Zoning rules require 750, yeah, 750 Avenue, 7th Avenue, like several other towers in the area, to devote 5% of its floor space to entertainment users, a rule enacted in the 1980s when the city was struggling to protect Times Square's show business character. A new tenant would also have to cope with a menacing sidewalk and pedestrian plaza seen on the east side of the avenue, where junk merchants abound and hustlers aggressively hawk old CDs to tourists. Representatives for Foster Lane could not be reached. Unfortunately, that's crazy, man. That's really crazy right here. That's crazy. Um, I'll be back. Oh, sorry about that, folks. I had to use the bathroom real quick. Let's see what are the let's see what are the topics we could. Let me just take a look at the other topics we need to talk about here. Just make sure I don't miss anything. Oh, let's go to Grammy nominations. Let's go to Grammy nominations. Yeah. Let's go to Grammy nominations. So let's see. All right, so this is for next year's Grammys. So this is 2023. Okay, this is a whole list. So this is from Grammy.com. Okay, so the 2023 Grammy nominations have been announced, of course, and the 2023 Grammys take place Sunday, February 15th. Okay, as the 2023 um as the 2023 Grammys, officially known as the 65th Grammy Awards, will air live on Sunday, February 5th from Los Angeles Crypto.com arena. Ugh. I don't even like the name of the arena, man, which is based on the website. I don't even like it. And it will broadcast live on the CBS television network and stream live and on demand on Paramount Plus at 8 to 11:30 p.m. Eastern, 5 to 8 p.m. Pacific time. The special broadcast time, hosts, presenters, and performers will be announced soon. Below is the complete list of the nominees for the 2023 Grammys. See you on Sunday, February 5th for music's biggest night. Of course, record of the year includes so award to the artists and to the producers, recording engineers and or mixers and mastering engineers, if other than the artists. Okay, so ABBA, Don't Shut Me Down, um, produce produces, of course. Actually, producer is Benny Anderson. Benny Anderson and Bernard Law, engineers and mixers. Beyond Angelman, mastering engineer. Easy on Me, Adele, Greg Kirsten, producer Julian Berg, Tom Amherst, and Greg Kirsten, engineers and music. No, excuse me, mixers. Randy Morrill, mastering engineer. Of course, Break My Soul, obviously, that's been played on the radio a lot by Beyonce. Good Morning Gorgeous, Mary J. Blige. With so many producers, D-Mal and her. Producers, Bryce Bordon, Saban, Gania, and Pat Kelly, engineers and mixers. You and Me on the Rock, Brandy Carlisle featuring Lucius. Not to be confused with Lucius from Empire, man. I know what you're thinking, folks. It's not that. Dave Cobb and Shooter Jennings producers. Brandon Bell, Tom Elmhurst, and Michael Harris, engineers and mixers. Pete Lyman, mastering engineer. Doja Cat, Woman, Crate Classics, Lyndon J. and Ansley Jones, and Yeti Beats. Producers Jesse Ray Ernster and Ryan Lewis. Engineers and mixers Mike Bolsey, mastering engineer. Steve Lacy, not to be confused with the reporter on Fox 5. Bad Habit. Yeah, Bad Habit. Steve Lacy, producer, Neil Pog, and Carl Wingate. Engineers and mixers Mike Bossy, mastering engineer. The Heart of Part 5. The Heart Part 5. Kendrick Lamar, Beach Noise producer, Beach Noise Rob Bizel, Ray Charles Brown Jr., James Hunt, Johnny Kosick, Matt Schaefer, and Jonathan Turner. Engineers, mixers, Michelle Mancini, mastering engineer. Lizzo, about damn time. Ricky Reed and Blake Slaken. Producers Patrick Currier, Bill Molina, and Manny Marroquin. Engineers, mixers, Michelle Mancini, mastering engineer. Harry Styles, As It Was. Now we go to album of the year. ABBA, Voyage. Adele, 30. Bad Bunny, Anvrano Senti. Renaissance, Beyonce. Good Morning Gorgeous, Mary J. Blige. Brandy Carlisle, In These Silent Days. Coldplay, Music of the Spears. Kendrick Lamar, Mr. Morale, and the Big Steppers. Lizzo, Special. Harry Styles, Harry's House. Now we go to Song of the Year. Okay. All right, so About Damn Time by Lizzo. All Too Well, Liz Rose and Taylor Swift. Yeah. As It Was, Tyler Johnson, Kid Harpoon and Harry Styles. Bad Habit, Matthew Castellanos, Brittany Fouché, Diana Gordon, John Carroll Kirby, and Steve Lacy. Break My Soul, Beyonce, Easy on Me, Adele, Tariq Azus, E. Blackman, Khaled, F. LeBlanc, Sean Carter, John Stevens, Dwayne Carter, William Roberts, and Nicholas War. The Heart, Part 5 by Kendrick Lamar. Yes, DJ Khaled featuring Rick Ross, Lil Wayne, Jay-Z, John Legend, and Friday. Ha! Just Like That, Bonnie Raitt. Okay, new artists. Best new artists. Anita, Omar Apollo, Domi, and JD Beck. Muni Long, Samara Joy, Lotto, Main Skin, Toby, and Weeg Way, Molly Tuttle, and Wet Leg. Now we go to pop. Best pop solo performance. Easy on Me, Adele. Bad Bunny, Moscow Mule. Doja Cat, Woman. Bad Habit, Steve Lacy. Lizzo, About Damn Time. Harry Styles, As It Was. Best pop duo group performances. ABBA, Don't Shut Me Down. Bam Bam, Camila Cabello, featuring Ed Sheeran, Coldplay, and BTS, My Universe, I Like You, Post Malone, and Doja Cat. Unholy, Sam Smith and Kim Petras. Best traditional pop vocal album, Michael Bublé, Higher, Kelly Clarkson, When Christmas Comes Around, Nora Jones, I Dream of Christmas, Evergreen by Pentatonics, Diana Ross, Thank You. Best pop vocal album, ABBA, Voyage, Adele, 30, Coldplay, Music of the Spears, Lizzo special, Harry Styles, Harry's House. Um, Best Dance Electronic Recording, Break My Soul by Beyonce, Bonobo, Rosewood, Diplo, and Miguel. Don't Forget My Love, I'm Good, David Guetta, and BB Rexa. Intimidated, K. Tronada featuring her. Intimidated, Rufus Do Soul, On My Knees. And of course, Best Dance Electronic Music Albums. Of course, Renaissance by Beyonce, Bonobo, Fragments, Diplo, um, Odessa, The Last Goodbye, Surrender, Rufus Do Soul. Best Contemporary Instrumental Album, Between Dreaming and Joy, Jeff Coffin. Damn. Oh shit. Not Tight, Domi, and JD Beck. Grant um Grant Geisman, Blues. Brad um Brad Meldow, Jacob's Ladder. Empire Central, Snarky Puppy. Best rock performance. So Happy It Hurts, Brian Adams, Old Man Beck, Wild Child, The Black Keys, Broken Horses, Brandy Carlisle, Idols, Crawl, Patient Number 9, Ozzy Osbourne featuring Jeff Beck, Holiday, Turnstile. Best Metal Performance, Ghost, Call Me Little Sunshine. We'll Be Back, Megadeth, Kill or Be Killed, Muse. Degradation, Degradation Rules, Ozzy Osbourne featuring Tony Lamy. Blackout, Turnstile. Best rock song, Black Summer, Red Hot Chili Peppers. Blackout, Turnstile. Broken Horses, Brandy Carlisle. Harmonica's Dream, The War on Drugs. Oh man. Patient Number 9, Ozzy Osbourne featuring Jeff Beck. Best rock album, the Black Keys, Dropout Boogie. The Boy Named If, Elvis Costello, and the Imposers. Crawler, Idols, Main Street Sellout, Machine Gun Kelly. Patient Number 9, Ozzy Osbourne. Lucifer on the Sofa, Spoon. Alternative. Best alternative music performance. There'd Better Be a Mirror Ball, Arctic Monkeys. Oh shit. Yeah, King, Florence and the Machine. Wet Leg. Chase Lung. Wet Leg. Spinning Off the Edge of the World. Yeah. Featuring Perfume Genius. Oh shit. Best alternative music album. Um, We, Arcade Fire. Dragon, New Warm Mountain, I Believe in You, Big Thief, Bjork, Fasora, Fasora, Bjork, Wet Leg, Cool It Down, yes. Best R&B performance, Beyonce, Virgo's Groove, Mary J. Blige featuring Anderson .Paak, Here With Me, Hours and Hours, Muni Long, Over Lucky Day, Hurt Me So Good, Jasmine Sullivan, And best traditional R&B performance, Do for Love, Sna Allegra. Keeps on Falling, Babyface featuring LMA. Plastic Off the Sofa, Beyonce. Round Midnight, Adam Blackstone featuring Jasmine Sullivan. Good Morning Gorgeous, Mary J. Blige. Best R&B song, Cuff It, Beyonce. Good Morning Gorgeous, Mary J. Blige. Hours and Hours, Muni Long. Hurt Me So Good, Jasmine Sullivan. Please Don't Walk Away, PJ Morton. Best progressive R&B album, Corey Henry, Operation Funk. Steve Lacy, Gemini Rights. Terrence Martin, Drones. Starfruit, Moonchild. Red Balloon, Tank and the Bangers. Best R&B album, Good Morning Gorgeous, Mary J. Blige. Breezy, Chris Brown. Black Radio 3. Robert Glasper, Candy Drip, Lucky Day, Watch the Sun, PJ Morton. Best rap performance, God Did, DJ Khaled featuring Rick Ross, Lil Wayne, Jay-Z, John Legend, and Friday. Vegas, Doja Cat, Pushin' P, Gunna, and Future featuring Young Thug. FNF, Let's Go, Hit Kid, and Glorilla. The Heart, Part 5, Kendrick Lamar. Best melodic rap performance, Beautiful, DJ Khaled featuring Future and SZA. Wait for You, Future featuring Drake and Thames. First Class, Jack Harlow. Die Hard, Kendrick Lamar featuring Blast and Amanda Reifer. Big Energy Live, Lotto. Best rap song, Churchill Downs, Jack Harlow featuring Drake. God Did, DJ Khaled featuring Rick Ross, Lil Wayne, Jay-Z, John Legend, and Friday. The Heart Part 5, Kendrick Lamar. Pushin' P, Gunna, and Future featuring Young Thug. Wait for You, Future featuring Drake and Thames. Best rap album, God Did, DJ Khaled. I Never Liked You, Future. Come Home, The Kids Miss You, Jack Harlow. Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, Kendrick Lamar. It's Almost Dry, Pusha T. And we go to the country. Heart First, Kelsey Ballerini. Zach Bryan, Something in the Orange. In His Arm, Miranda Lambert. More Circles Around This Town, Maren Morris. Live Forever, Willie Nelson. It's a whole lot, man. It's a whole lot, actually. Okay, you can go to the you can go to the website Grammy.com/news 2023 /2023 Grammy nominations complete what is it? Complete winner nominees list. So that's what this is. So there you have it right there. Let's see what else we have to talk about here. Yes, Celebrity Jeopardy. Yes. Jeopardy isn't just for weeknights anymore. As ABC launched a spinoff of the popular game show Celebrity Jeopardy, Celebrity Jeopardy may sound familiar to many. The first thing people may think of is the Saturday Night Live sketch that saw Will Ferrell play a belligerent Alex Trebek against incredibly dumb parody versions of famous celebrities, most notably Sean Connery, Darrell Hammond. However, there have been many actual celebrity Jeopardy tournaments over the years, but those were usually at most once a year. This new version of Celebrity Jeopardy is a weekly primetime event. Here is everything that we know about Celebrity Jeopardy. After 2 or 3 semifinalists have been set, Celebrity Jeopardy is going on a break until 2023 with the next new episode set for January 5th. As you may know, most of the TV shows that you may know whatsoever is going on a hiatus because of Christmas and New Year's. So it won't be back on certain dates in January. And you know what I'm saying? And also two of the TV shows won't be back until January 23rd, which is All American and All American Homecoming. And alongside with the other TV shows, it won't be back till like certain dates. Some in the beginning, some in the middle, some at the end of January. So check your local listings for those channels. All right, so let me just see. So while we have to wait until January for Celebrity Jeopardy round 3, we now have the official matchups. And this includes, okay, so here's the schedule for Celebrity Jeopardy. Quarterfinal 7, January 5th, Michael Cera, Brienne Hawley, Zoe Chow. Quarterfinal 8, January 12th, Patton Oswalt, Candace Parker, Torre DeVito. It's the opposite of Dane DeVito, folks. And quarterfinal 9, January 19th, BJ Novak, Brandon Hunt, and Kari Champion. That's January 19th. Semifinal 3, January 26th. And the rest is to be determined. And of course, Mayim Bialik hosts Celebrity Jeopardy. Bialik serves as one of the permanent Jeopardy hosts alongside Ken Jennings, but she also handles many of the primetime hosting duties for Jeopardy, including the Jeopardy National College Championship in spring 2022. In addition to hosting Jeopardy, Bialik is best known for her roles in The Big Bang Theory and on her current running TV sitcom Call Me Kat. Celebrity Jeopardy finalists, of course. Here are who claimed their spot in Celebrity Jeopardy finals so far: Ike Barinholtz, Will Wheaton. Who are the Celebrity Jeopardy contestants? Celebrity Jeopardy announced many of its participating celebrities with a social media post. With a social media post, actually. Yes. Let's see. I don't know what the hell's going on. Oh, so your favorite quiz show has achieved celebrity status. Get ready to see some familiar faces in the very first season of Celebrity Jeopardy coming. We already knew that already, man. We knew that already, that it really came out. I knew that shit already. But in case you didn't catch all of those names, here are the announced Celebrity Jeopardy contestants, as well as additional celebrities that have been announced as participants. Ike Barinholtz, The After Party, Troyan Belisaro, Pretty Little Liars, Michael Cera, Arrested Development, John Michael Higgins, Pitch Perfect, Eddie Huang, Fresh Off the Boat, Joel Kim Booster, Fire Island. Oof, Fire Island. Yeah. Fire Island. What else? Yeah, Fire Island. Fire Island. Wait a minute here. Fire Island. Yes. Eddie Huang. No, hold on. Joel Kim Booster, Fire Island. Yes. Simu Liu, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Hassan Minhaj, Patriot Act with Hassan Minhaj. BJ Novak, The Office. Ego, Saturday Night Live. Patton Oswalt, the Sandman. Candace Parker, WNBA star. Melissa Rout, The Big Bang Theory. Annie Richter, Conan. Matt Rogers, I Love That For You. Ray Romano, everybody loves Raymond. Jalen Rose, ESPN analyst and former NBA star. Eliza, um, Eliza, um, Eliza, comedian. Aisha Tyler, whose line is it anyway? Reggie Watts, Tuka and Birdie, Will Wheaton, Star Trek: The Next Generation, Constance Wu, Crazy Rich Asians, Brienne Hoey, Ginny and Georgia, Zoe Chow, The After Party, Torre DeVito, Chicago Med, Brandon Hunt, Ted Lasso, and Kari Champion Pickled. Of course, what is the Celebrity Jeopardy format? Okay, it's Jeopardy, but with famous people. The game format is not going to change, as three contestants still compete against each other by answering trivia questions in the form of a question, hoping to rack up the most money. However, rather than themselves, the contestants are competing for a charity of their choice. Each episode is going to feature uh, a single quarterfinal game. Since Celebrity Jeopardy runs for an hour, that means the contestants will play two official games of Jeopardy, with the highest combined score automatically moving on to the next round. TBD on whether there will be wild card spots. How to watch Celebrity Jeopardy? Of course, Celebrity Jeopardy airs on ABC, meaning that just about anyone with a traditional cable subscription of a TV antenna can watch it live on their TV. Those who have made the switch to TV to a live TV streaming service like Fubo TV, Hulu with live TV, or YouTube TV also can also watch Celebrity Jeopardy live. Of course, to watch on demand, the latest episodes are slated to be available to stream on Hulu, or if you are a subscriber to another service with access to ABC, you can watch on abc.com. Okay, there you have it. All right, so let's see what else. Okay, let's go to Roddy Rich. Let's go to Roddy Rich for a sec. Let me see how much time we got here. Yeah, let's go to Roddy Rich. Okay. All right. So Roddy Rich has released the third installment of his Feed the Street series. The Compton-born rapper announced the project in December 2021, just days after delivering his sophomore studio album, Live Life Fast. In the following months, Roddy would break off a number of Feed the Streets 3 singles, including Aston Martin Truck, Stop Breathing, and the Little Durk assisted Twin. But he didn't confirm the official drop date until several weeks ago. Feed the Streets 3, which already came out already. He captioned an Instagram post of the cover art, "My gift to you." In addition to the Durk cut, the 15-track project includes contributions from Ty Dolla $ign, Q Beats, Sonic, Turbo, and more. Roddy spoke about FTS3 during a recent sit-down with Apple Music's Zane Lowe, explaining how he took a different approach during the recording process. Yeah, I feel like just having fun was the main thing we wanted to do with this album. He said, "At this point, we're not worried about. I feel like just I didn't want to worry about too much outside things. You know what I'm saying? Just period. I didn't want to worry about anything outside of the studio. I wanted to worry about the music the most and give my fans the best experience." Roddy, who wrapped up his North American tour with Post Malone, told Lowe he intends to more consistent in 2023, but refuses to rush his work. I feel like I'm young, so this is the time to do it. I feel like hard work beat everything, he explained. Hard work beat everything. He explained. I feel like hard work is one of those things that you can't really stop. If somebody work harder, then they might last longer. It might be a little better. You know what I'm saying? So that's where we at. That's the space we want to stay in. And yes, and yes, you don't need to rush the process though, man, when it comes to your craft and your music or whatever case scenario may be, man. You don't need to do that. So that's a good lesson. That's a good lesson right there, man, to actually learn. All right. Okay. Dr. Dre. Ha! Okay. So Dr. Dre, right? Um, let's see. Yeah, so Dr. Dre's legacy has been immortalized in various ways throughout his prolific career. And this time it's in the form of roller skates. To celebrate the 30th anniversary of Dre's seminal debut, the Chronic Flippers Roller Boog- Boogie Palace and its founder Liberty Ross announced they'd be honoring the hip hop legend with an exclusive line of rollerblades. Yeah, rollerblades, which dropped on Thursday to coincide with the opening of the London shop over the weekend. Wow. Wow, that has to be fire right there. Yeah, that's fire, man. The skates designed by the skate company Flaneurs sport all white Nike trainers donning Dre's signature leaf moniker. The skates are also available as part of a sweepstakes from the that we started already. Shit. Um yeah, that gives rap has the opportunity to win a free pair signed by the Beats by Dre founder himself. A short film promoting the skates also premiered on MTV's channels and was broadcast on the Paramount Times Square billboard over the weekend. Yeah. Um yeah. So the Chronic dropped via Death Row Records in the scope um on this the Chronic dropped via Death Row Records in the scope on December 15th, 1992. The album peaked at number 3 on the Billboard 200 and spent 8 months in the top 10. The project has since been certified 3 times platinum by the Recording Industry Association of America. Dr. Dre's celebration comes shortly after he did some honoring of his own and inducted his good friend Eminem into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Over 20 years ago, Jimmy Iovine, who is also one of tonight's inductees and one of my best friends, who played a demo tape for me from a guy who called himself Eminem. Dre said during the ceremony earlier this month, the first thing I said when I heard it was, "What the fuck did he just say?" I love this so much that I couldn't stop listening to it. The pair then shared the stage to perform a medley of hits, including My Name Is Stan, and Rap God. Eminem also brought out Steven Tyler to deliver a live rendition of the Aerosmith sample that appears on Sing for the Moment. Okay, congratulations to Dr. Dre, man. Congratulations to Dr. Dre, actually, man, celebrating the 30th anniversary of the Chronic album. Wow. Let's make some noise, man. Up next, we go to the biggest TikTok hip hop songs of 2022. Sheesh. Jeez, that's crazy, man. Um, it should go without saying that TikTok has become a go-to platform for discovering new music. For some, the app is considered a hub for emerging artists to grow their fan bases, while record labels, managers, A&Rs, and everything in between are on the prowl for influences to help a song gain traction. And now the social media juggernaut, whose website was visited more often than Google last year, is sparkling a wave of user generated content that's revolutionizing the music industry. Lola Brooke is the latest beneficiary of TikTok's record breaking potential. Last week, hilariously snappy mother daughter moment between Kim Kardashian and Northwest surfaced on their shared TikTok account, Kim and North. And Don't Play with It, featuring Billy B, was playing over the clip. In the 5-second video, Kim attempts to style her daughter's edges before she pulls away and starts um just gesticulate. Oh, hold on, gesticulate. Just hold on a second. Gesticulating, gesticulating, to the track. Beyond Kim K's stamp of approval, Lola has also been championed by the likes of Cardi B, City Girls, JT, and most recently Funkmaster Flex, who labeled the hit record the hottest song in the club streets via Instagram. Still, the self-described Big Gator isn't the first or last rapper to have a viral banger on TikTok. Earlier this year, rap newcomer Ice Spice set the internet on fire when she uploaded Munch, Feeling You, on all streaming platforms from a co-sign by Drake, who also invited Ice Spice to OVO's Fest 2022. Two different versions of her trendy "You Thought I Was Feeling You" line. The song took off, accounting for over 589,000 creations and landing spots on the Billboard rhythmic airplay, bubbling under Hot 100, Hot R&B, and hip hop songs, and her first career entry on the Hot 100. Similar to Lola and Ice Spice, there are countless other rappers who have blown up this year within the app, but there's more than meets the trend when it comes to understanding the benefits of using TikTok. A staring contest has breathed new life into Snoop Dogg's 2007 single "Sensual Seduction," massing amassing over 550,000 creations. Meanwhile, the troubadour of toxicity, Future, has spent the last 30 weeks on the charts for his Grammy nominated collaboration with Drake and Thames. Wait for You, thanks to the song's spellbinding chorus, which has resulted in multiple viral videos. In a nutshell, the industry's attention on TikTok isn't baseless. Songs that trend on TikTok often end up on a curated playlist or Billboard chart. Not to mention, 67% of TikTokers are more likely to seek out songs on music stream services after hearing them on the app, according to research from MRC data last year. With that in mind, Double XL looks at hip hop songs that have skyrocketed and have globally recognized become globally recognized because of TikTok. From Little Uzi Vert to Amani White and more. Check out the full list below. And of course, Ice Spice Munch, Feeling You. Jack Harlow, First Class. Doja, Central C. Central C. There's Central C. Hang on a second. Central C, First Class. Okay. Yes. Armani White, Billie Eilish. Billie Eilish. Back End Finesse 2 times. Young Gravy. Young Gravy. Oh my gosh, man. Oh man, that's funny. Oh man, hold up. Hold up. Yeah, Little Uzi Vert, Just Wanna Rock, Super Freaky Girl, Nicki Minaj. Push and P, Young Thug, featuring Gunna and Future. Let's see. Hold on. F and F, Let's Go, Hit Kid and Glorilla. Yes. Wow. Glorilla had social media in the summer, for that matter, in a chokehold when she teamed up with Hit Kid to drop F and F, Let's Go, the song which was first previewed in a since deleted Triller video and has over 300,000 creations on the platform. Released on April 29th, it was also dubbed an instant hit after the F and F challenge. Feet came into the picture. Since then, Big Glow and her ratchet ass friends have graced national and international stages. She also signed to Yo Gotti's CMG imprint, and the song debuted at number 91 on the Billboard Hot 100. Wow, not bad. Conceited Flo Milli. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Flo Milli's conceited trend is one of many dance crazes to have a viral moment on TikTok. The song serves as the lead single from the former 2021 XXL Freshman's debut studio album, You Still Hear Me Ho, released on July 19th via RCA Records. The mobile Alabama rap star was on a tear mid-summer as her fiery single started to pick up steam thanks to the 40-inch long ass weave that flows down, flows back. Reminds me of Rapunzel. Oh man. Oh shit. Yeah. Accounting for over 700,000 creations, Conceited landed at number 6 on TikTok's top tracks chart in the June 20 to 26 tracking week. Yeah. Rob 49 Vulture Island. Ha. Glorilla featuring Cardi B, Tomorrow 2. What's better than one viral song? 2. And Memphis rapper Glorilla is the latest to cash in on TikTok's unrivaled grasp on internet culture. Her collaboration with Cardi B, Tomorrow 2, sparked a wave of unique challenges and over 200,000 videos in which some TikTok users assembled their ride or die crew, while others, including Chicago rapper G Herbo, tried to dance like Big Glow. Still, there's more to unpack here. Cardi B's verse on TikTok has over 100,000 creations on the platform, and during an episode of $1 Million Worth of Game, The show's co-host Gilly the Kid was so caught up in the moment while playing her record that he screamed with excitement, and the scream that he let out kick-started a new sound on TikTok, which has nearly 40,000 creations itself. Glorilla also reached a new milestone in her flourishing career, landing at number 9 on the Hot 100 and giving the CMG artist her first top 10 and top 40 entry. Yeet, Rich Minion. And we have Post Malone featuring Doja Cat, Like You, a happier song. And of course, Wait for You on Future featuring Drake and Thames. Jimmy Cooks, Drake featuring 21 Savage. Lola Brooke featuring Billy B, Don't Play With It. Brooklyn Riser, Lola Brooke, who's fresh off a halftime performance for the Brooklyn Nets, is in the middle of a viral moment. In 2021, her breakout hit Don't Play With It, featuring Billy B, which currently sits at 5 million views on YouTube, blossomed into a regional anthem. The song has since garnered over 200,000 creations, while also peaking at number 9 on the TikTok top tracks chart. Not to mention, the Brooklyn drill rapper was also was recognized by Cardi B for her efforts. Cardi captioned a recent tweet with Lois "Spend all day in it" line. Okay, let's see. Let's see. I'm not even gonna go too far on this though. Anyway, let's see. What else can we talk about here? What else? Let's see. What else can we talk about here? We talked about that. Let me make sure I covered the bases. And let me see. I'll make sure I covered the bases though. There's okay. Yeah. Yeah, we can say about TikTok. Caroline's. Okay, I think I covered the bases. So the last thing we're gonna be doing is the last thing we're gonna be doing is, hold on a second. Hold on a minute here. Okay. Munchies and drinks. Here you go. Okay. So in Munchies and Drinks, this is where I inform you about the stories involving eat and drink story topics. So this one right here is based on Mary McCartney. So here's what's happening here. A popular plant-based cooking show has returned for a new season on Discovery Plus. Mary McCartney serves it up, follows British photographer and cookbook author Mary McCartney as she makes picture-perfect plant-based meals. In each episode, McCartney aims to show the audience how easy and delicious plant-based cooking can be. And she states, in quote, "I grew up in a vegetarian family, so the opportunity to have a mainstream meat-free cooking show was something I was super excited about," said McCartney. In each episode, McCartney is joined by celebrities and guests who cook alongside her. In the past, she has been joined by Oprah Winfrey, Reese Witherspoon, as well as her father, singer Paul McCartney. Her guests aren't always strictly vegetarian or vegan, but are often open minded to learning about plant based eating. I think more and more people are open to it. There's so much more cities like New York and London, and so many more restaurants that make meat free options on the menu. I think people's palates are much more open minded about it and enjoy it, said McCartney. It's it's really encouraging. Um, I think people are more aware of how the food gets to their plate, and I think maybe people love animals. People love their pets, and they are connecting more. Like, let's just sort of give it a bit of a break. Give it a bit of a break. This season, viewers will see McCartney cook alongside actor Jamie Dornan, musician Brian Adams, actress Simone Ashley, and musician Celeste, while she shares her sincere love of family gatherings and meat-free entertaining for the holidays. Along the way, she and her guests will perform trans transatlantic cook alongs and answer some reviewing food court Q&As. All right. Um Over the seasons, McCartney has shown the world how to make a variety of plant-based meals, including banana sheet pancakes, towering nacho tray bake, smoked tofu pad thai, and cream of tomato and rosemary soup, just to name a few. For each episode, McCartney tries to think about what her guests would enjoy and gives it a plant-based twist that is just as delicious as the original dish. With Jamie Dornan, he's Irish, so I was thinking what would be a hearty plate of food for him, said McCartney. So I made a plant-based take on steak and chips. I I did mushroom steak where I got these really big field mushrooms, fried them and seasoned them. I made chunky fries and and beer blank sauce. For McCartney, coming up with the recipes is sort of second nature to her, having grown up in a vegetarian family, but she enjoys the challenge of it. End quote. I love the challenge of what could it be like if I made it exactly like the classic, but swapped out the butter of olive oil and things like that. And it was really good, said McCartney. I love it. It's what I love to do. It makes me really happy, and I love things that have lots of flavors. McCartney says that the response to the show has been very positive and allowed her to connect with the audience over social media. As the seasons have gone on, I've become more and more connected to the viewer. I get messages on social media and build a connection, said McCartney. It really is about the viewer, and it stems from people I know that approach me and say, I'm really interested in eating less meat, but I don't really know what to cook. I think it's about giving ideas and keeping me company in the kitchen. In this season, McCartney is looking forward to viewers learning about plant-based meals that are quicker and easier to make your own no excuse me to make on your average weeknight. I've gone with sort of quicker, easier recipes every time. That's one thing in doing the cooking show that I've done is rather than meat free, how quick and easy can it be, said McCartney. The new season of Mary McCartney Serves It Up is now available on Discovery Plus. Okay, there you have it right there, folks. There you have it right there. There you have it right there. Let me just make sure. Yep, I think I covered the bases. I think I covered the. Oh, one more thing we need to talk about here, man. National. We need to talk about. We need to talk about National Cinnamon Rolls Day. Yeah, we need to talk about that too. I forgot about that too, man. Hold on. National. Hold on a second, man. I I knew I forgotten something. Okay. Okay, so um okay, national. Hold on a second here. National hold on a second. National Cinnamon Rolls Day. Yes, National Cinnamon Rolls Day. Hold on a second. Okay, National Cinnamon Rolls Day. Okay, that's gonna be the last topic of the night, actually. So after that, we'll wrap up here. Um. Okay. Oh, National Cinnamon Rolls Day. Okay. So actually, actually Cinnamon Buns Day. So it's actually okay. So National Cinnamon Bun Day. Okay, so I actually put cinnamon rolls in the this episode title, but you probably get what I'm talking about here. But National Cinnamon Bun Day on October 4th sweetens us up with a Scandinavian Scandinavian pastry. Hashtag Cinnamon Bun Day. This warm bun swirls together a yeasty dough and sugar and cinnamon, served with coffee or tea and enjoyed with a good book, a friend, or a dance party. It comforts on chilly fall days. Despite all the sugar in the recipes, cinnamon comes with many benefits. Since it's loaded with antioxidants, it protects cells from the free radical that may play a role in heart disease and cancer. It also helps reduce inflammation. Cinnamon may lessen or help fight infections too. These properties are also benefits of antioxidants. Another benefit includes reducing the risk of heart disease by lowering blood pressure, bad cholesterol, and triglycer triglycer triglycerides. Uh, One of the most essential benefits of cinnamon, though, is how it affects blood sugar. It may help improve sensitivity to the hormone insulin, assisting people with diabetes to treat their condition. Um, So, while we don't recommend getting all your cinnamon solely through cinnamon buns, it's nice to know it's available. How to observe Cinnamon Bun Day, you ask? Make some delicious cinnamon buns or visit your favorite coffee shop and order one. You can even share. It's the best way to hashtag celebrate every day. When you do, be sure to use hashtag Cinnamon Bun Day to post on social media too. National Cinnamon Bun Day history. In 1999, the Home Baking Council in Sweden celebrated its 40th anniversary with the first Cinnamon Bun Day. Since then, the observance has spread around the world. It is now observed annually on October 4th. Okay, so cinnamon bun facts. What other types of cinnamon pastries are there? Of course, um, cinnamon complements baked goods in so many ways. So you can check out these delicious cinnamon pastries. So this is okay. This one really stunned me right here. Bear claws. What the fuck? What the hell? Bear claws. That's funny, man. Oh shit. Um, buns, pies, tarts, donuts, bread, coffee, cake, and cake. Of course, where is cinnamon grown? Cinnamon is primarily grown in Indonesia and South America. Are there different kinds of cinnamon? Yes. Cinnamon tree varieties produce different types of cinnamon. Some are sweeter while others are spicier. Speaking of spicy, yeah. um Ceylon cinnamon grows in Sri Lanka, which is in southern India, Mexico, and East Africa. Yes, Mexico is included, folks. It has an almost floral flavor. Saigon or cassia cinnamon is the most common cinnamon found on grocery store shelves. This mild cinnamon complements many baked goods. Um, Corinne J cinnamon is a strong, sweet cinnamon and is grown in Vietnam. It is also a common cinnamon found in the grocery store. Royal cinnamon, wow. Royal Royal cinnamon is another grown in Vietnam. While this cinnamon is a little less common, its sweet spiciness appeals to many cooks. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Oh man, that's funny. That's funny right there, man. That's really funny right there, man. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Ah, I guess I'll save this for another time, I guess. Um okay. I think that's about it. All right, let's wrap this up. Let me see how much time here. Okay, 159. All right, so all right, we're gonna wrap this up right here, man. So listen, um, this has been an interesting episode right here of episode 215, and the title is tasty cinnamon rolls, and I had no idea about this title, but um I had no idea about this title. So, it is what it is, man. And yeah, yo, I can't it's very hard to keep up with all these holidays, you know what I'm saying? But I do use them as topics though, man, because I find them very intriguing and very and very funny too, man. Next year I'm going to be dedicating an episode to uh I'm gonna be dedicating an episode to National Soul Food Day. I'm not gonna do it this year, but next year I'll do that. Let's see. Okay, yes, the episode title is Tasty Cinnamon Rolls. National Cinnamon Rolls Day. Well, it is what it is, man, but it's pretty much the same. So I'm not gonna hold you on that one. But anyway, man, so our last segment of the night we are going to get into right now is stream choices on the go, man. Let's do this. And y'all folks will know what to do. You like what you heard in today's episode or any previous episodes whatsoever, all you need to do is follow and show some love by following Off the Meat Rat Chainz New York podcast on Facebook and Instagram alongside with my other shows Excellent Fun Vibrant Talks podcast, the Sports Edition show, and the review show, Meticulous Vibe Juice podcast as well. And also, you can follow your homie right here, G Money Stacks, who is also on the gram as well. On the primary handle is G Money Stacks 555 in Queens, New York. And of course, new listeners, for those of you who are coming in and stuff like that don't know what G stands for, it stands for two nicknames, Greg and Greginator. All right. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to put it out there right there. Also, if you go to the link in bio where it says Linktree/G Money Stacks 555, you're gonna see a whole list of all your streaming platforms, including visual. So you can leave a voice message from me on anchor.fm/G Money Stacks/message. In terms of voicing your thoughts on the topics, how you feel about them, all that other great stuff whatsoever. Also, if you miss any previous episodes whatsoever, like I said before, please go catch up on the episodes that I dropped so you don't miss a beat. All right. So, of course, this is where we're going to be starting right here, which is Anchor. So, Anchor, Audacity, Audible, Audio Burst, Amazon Music, Breaker, Castbox FM, Deezer, Listen Notes, Moon FM Podcast, Player FM, Pocket Cast, Podbay, Podfriend, Podo Polo, Podorama, Podcast Index, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, Podverse, Reason FM, Spotify, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, Google Podcasts, and don't forget to listen to Off the Meat Rat Chainz New York podcast on episodes on Radio Public and alongside with iHeartRadio, the number one app for music, radio, and podcast. And you don't need a credit card or debit card to actually download these apps. If you can download these apps onto your iPhones, your Android phones, iPads, and of course, your Android tablets included too. And also, make sure you follow my other shows that's also on iHeartRadio as well, with the Sports Edition show, Excellent Fun Vibrant Talks podcast, and also Meticulous Vibe Juice podcast review show that's also on there too. And of course, make sure you grab that subscribe button for me on the YouTube channel page. Click on the noni bell so you can be reminded when the show goes in the air via live stream. Plus, leave a like and a comment along with the episodes and the topics that's being discussed. And make sure you actually stay tuned for more video content, upcoming episodes, previous episodes, whatsoever. And of course, be sure to listen, stream, watch the episodes, download the episodes, share the episodes, share the videos, tell a friend to another friend, spread the word. Word of mouth is important. And of course, be sure to share the podcast along with your wives, your husbands, your boyfriends, your girlfriends, your friends, and the people you are cool with from work, and of course the people where you met at events, parties, wherever you go. All right, so that's gonna do it for me. I'm your man G Money Stacks. Thank you very much for listening to episode 215 titled Tasty Cinnamon Rolls. And of course, I will see y'all next time in the next episode. I truly appreciate y'all for tuning in and my fault for delaying the episode. I am going to get ready to record another episode of the New York podcast in a couple minutes. So just bear with me. And of course, like I always say at the end of the show, remember the grind doesn't stop. Hard work pays off. If you want something, you have to work hard and earn it. New York wasn't built in a day. And also, it's also important to find your voice and follow your goals and dreams on whatever career field you're trying to do and what makes you happy, creatively, mentally, physically, and spiritually, that gets you into your zone on your P's and Q's with tunnel vision. All right. Now, I'm off this shit. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode and the show right here. I'll be back in a couple minutes. Peace out. One love. And of course, enjoy the rest of your night and day. So good night, folks.